Welcome to this HTML tutorial. Today in this tutorial we'll be talking about working with images in HTML. So before we even start to code images into our HTML file, we need to arrange our folder structure so that we are able to best store, organize, and locate our images. So I'm going to go to where our folders, where our files are stored. And I'm working on this file currently called images.html. So this is what images.html has in it so far. Just the HTML tags, a head with a title, a body with a heading. Inside this folder here that contains our images HTML file, we also have a JPEG image file called bird. Now, it's not a good idea to leave our images in the same folder as all of our HTML files, because if we have, say, 100 different images on our website, it's going to be very difficult to locate our HTML files among those images. So what we'd normally do is create a new folder inside our main folder called images. And then we can place all of our image files inside of this images folder. So if we have 100 images now, they'll all be inside the images folder, and it's easy to locate our HTML files. So this file inside our images folder is called bird, and I happen to know that it is a JPEG file. So its actual file name is bird.jpg, or .jpg actually. So to add an image to this page, we'd have to reference that particular file. Now I'm just going to save this and preview it in a browser to show you what it looks like without the image. And if I just bring it into screen a little more here, you can just see it's got a heading that says images, and that's all. So let us close a few of these extra tabs. Let us add our image now. So the HTML tag for an image is img, but we don't leave it there. We need to give this tag a little bit more information. We need to tell it where the image file is located. So to do that, we say src for source equals, and then some quotes. Now whatever goes inside these two quotes here is going to be the file path to the image. So if I imagine that I'm this page here called images, to find the HTML file, I need to go inside a folder called images and then look for a file called bird.jpg. So once more, images and then bird.jpg. So to reference that, inside my two quotes here next to source, I say images / bird.jpg, JPG for JPEG. I can also add one more element to this tag, which is it's called an alt attribute. And what alt means is what text is going to display if our image can't be displayed for any reason. So I'll just say alt equals, and then I'm going to say picture of a bird, and then I can close that tag off. Now the image tag in HTML is one of the few tags that we don't need a closing tag for. It's a standalone tag by itself. And so it has the tag, the source attribute with the location of the image, and then the alt attribute with the description of the image. And that's it. So let me save my file, and now I'll run this again in Chrome, and we'll see what it looks like. So now I have my title and an image of a bird there in my web page. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to add images to your web page. Just a quick note, what we're doing here with this path, this is called a relative path to a file. And what a relative path means is that we're starting in the location of the page that we're working on. We can also do absolute paths to our file, and that would be something like taking a URL of an image online, or taking its web address, and instead of say saying images/bird.jpg, we could say we could paste the web address of an image in there, and that would be an absolute link. But for the moment, I think the best thing for you to do is to work with these relative links that start from the location of our file, of our saved file.